Hello, and welcome to the first look at the armadillo. And something interesting is that the armadillo isn't actually going to be part of 1.20, or 1.21, but 1.20.5. And here's the little guy right here. Now let's take a look at him. He's quite small, actually. And his eyes are on the front, I think. Aren't they supposed to be on the side? I don't know. But he's just minding his own business, but if I start to run, you'll see that he goes into his little ball there. And he stays there for about 3 seconds, and then he pops back out and keeps doing his own thing. They are supposed to drop their scoots periodically. I don't know how long that is, but I can actually get one at any point if I grab myself a brush. So if I come over to him, I can just basically spam the button, the use button, to get scoots. But the problem is that if I go into survival mode, it breaks in, the brush breaks in 4 strokes. So you'll want to be careful. You'll probably need like 2 brushes in order to make some wolf armor, which we will go into in a little bit. So the armadillo rolls up when, of course, when I'm sprinting nearby, when there's any sort of undead mob nearby, or even when a player is in a mounted, like a vehicle, so like a boat or a minecart. You can see here in the boat, he's rolled up, and I think it's constantly checking to see, like checking for those three specific things to be happening. And if I just sit here in this boat, oh, this guy just dropped a scoop. Cool. But basically, you can just be in the boat forever and the armadillo won't move. Once it thinks that it's safe, then, well, it gets out and does its own thing. Now, I do think that the armadillo has like 6 hearts of health, 6 hearts of health, so 12 hit points, but I'm not sure if it actually takes more or less damage when it's curled up. So let's test that here. So here we have an armadillo. Just alright, so to test this, I'm going to use a wooden sword and kill it, and also this is also to see if it drops anything when it dies, not just, this is for research purposes, Mr. Armadillo. So first test will be just wooden sword with him walking around. The second will be when he's curled up. So 1, 2, 3 swipes of a sword, and then let's spawn another one in. Alright, so let's get a different armadillo with a drowned or just an undead mob, and then test to see if he has any more health. So it was 3 strokes before, 1, oh, he's still curled up, so that's 2, and 3. Okay, so it looks to be no change, which is a little bit weird. I think that there should be a little bit more defense when they're curled up, but I guess not. Alright, so the armadillo is tempted by spider eyes for the food. Like, you can breed it with spider eyes, you can lead it kind of like what you would do with like sheep and cows with wheat. The same applies with armadillos and spider eyes. So if I just give spider eyes to each of these armadillos, you'll see them breed, of course, as usual, and then there's a little guy right here. Okay. Why did you curl up? I just jumped. Wait, wait, hang on. Do you guys... Oh, no, it's because of you. You go away. Go there. Go away. Right. No, you guys don't care if I jump. It was just the other guy. Okay, cool. Alright. So, that's basically everything with the armadillo. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is an important change. So if I look for Scoot, you'll see two results pop up. I believe before the turtle one, the original Scoot, was just Scoot. They've made it Turtle Scoot and Armadillo Scoot. That way it's easier to distinguish, rather than just having Scoot and Armadillo Scoot, or Scoot and Scoot. So, yeah, makes sense. So, of course, everyone voted in the armadillo for this feature here. So I have 19 armadillo scoots. I'm gonna make myself some wolf armor, and the way you make it is basically just by making like almost an H in your crafting table, just without this one, or you could think of it as like a chair. I see this shape and I think a chair, but anyways, it's the whole middle row and the whole left row plus this one little spot here, and then you get your wolf armor. So you can't put wolf armor on other people's dogs or on untamed dogs, so they have to be your dogs in order for them to actually get the wolf armor. And then I'll make you sit so that you can kind of see what the wolf armor looks like, which is actually really cool. I do like the design of it. But the question is really, does this armor actually save the dogs more than normal? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conduct a test. If the dogs can survive, okay, you know what, you do that. If the dogs can survive a creeper blast and this one doesn't, then, well, of course, they are stronger. Nope, they all survived. They all survived, so, okay, well, let's grab ourselves some, meat. We'll just grab some rotten flesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think that was 6, and then 7 to hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there was any difference. I think the wolves took the exact same amount of damage with and without the creeper blast. Okay. So it's supposed to give the same protection as Diamond Horse Armor does. I don't think it gives any protection. I think the wolves just are better in all ways. And then if you want to take off the armor, you need to grab yourself some shears, and of course only the owner of the wolf can take off the armor, so only I could do this, not like one of my friends. And dispensers cannot interact with the wolves because it has to be the owner, it can't be anything else. You can use dispensers, however, if you want to get armadillo scoots, you just have to have a lot of brushes, and that's it. There's not much else left with that. So there's also a few new commands that can allow someone to be really big, like this. This is only size 10. I think this can go up to maybe even like 100. Yep, I'm really big, and this isn't me flying. Like, I just hit F5 there, and I'm just really high, and you can see all of the sprint particles down there too, so you can even tell that I'm not like flying. I am actually just genuinely really big. And the same works by going the opposite direction, so I think 0.1, and now I'm just really tiny, very tiny, and holy cow, I'm zooming. But you can be really big, really small, and it actually changes your perspective, and I think you just move the same speed, but oh, and your hitbox changes too. That makes things weird with visual glitches like this. So apparently there's a new X-ray feature that's still under development, but like, again, this is really cool. I'm tiny right now, and I feel like I move really fast, and then I could be big, and you know, and then if I turn on hitboxes, you can see my hitbox is just tiny, and then I can go up to 100, and well, you can see it's huge. And for comparison, down here, these are just some cows, and I'm huge. I'm a massive player right now. There's a new block interaction range, so Crab Claw fans, you might be excited for this. I can break blocks from quite a huge distance by using the command generic block interaction range. And as you can see, I am reaching quite far. So if I were to just go to the edge of this block, you can see that I'm breaking blocks from quite a ways away, and it's crazy how far this is reaching. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a really far interaction range just for 100. So yeah, huge interaction range. And then of course, as always, it goes in the reverse direction. I think if I were to set this to just 1, you can barely even reach anything, so you have to mine everything right next to you. Or even if you set it to 0, you just can't mine anything. Oh, I was able to mine it. Huh. You can't mine directly down. Maybe you can mine up. Oh. This is really weird to play with. Holy cow. Alright, can you break up? Yes, you can with 0. Is really annoying to work with it, because you basically just have to be right on top of where you're trying to place something. Oh my goodness, it's painful. And the default, of course, is 5, which is typical, normal, average, basic. Alright, there's also an entity interaction range, but it doesn't seem to actually work, because I set it to 100. Oh, that seems a little bit longer. Seems only just a little bit longer. So I don't know if it's supposed to go really high. So let's try 10 maybe. No, I don't think it really changed at all. So maybe that one's a little bit weird, but there's one more. Alright, so this next one, well, if you can notice it, is involved with your step height. And I don't have auto jump on it. This is literally like walking onto a slab. That, like, basically that's all that's happening here. I'm just walking, and I'm just going up 1 block at a time. For 2 blocks, you can do that. You just have to set the step height to 2, and then woo, you're there. And that can go up to a decent height. I don't exactly remember how high, but it does go up pretty lengthy. And with that, there's not really much else. Of course, check the description for the Mojang website, the Minecraft website that actually talks about this. And that's all I have for you. So check out my stream later. I will be streaming, and I will see you all next time. Bye!